I mean, you've been itching to talk about this. All right, where does the game rank as a all-time West Coast MC? I'm gonna
Okay.
pull up some
Now I'm gonna
screenshots
use
of
your
this one.
criteria to answer this question.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use your criteria.
yeah.
Everybody out there, I will cash up you $5 if you can convince me that Game makes better music than Rascast, Exhibit, and DJ Quit. Until then, I don't even know. Wood, BLG, aka Bootleg Gang, on YouTube and Facebook groups.
Um, hold on a minute. I gotta get all of this stuff out of here. Before we get to that, I did before we get to Razkaz and Exhibit, and this was just I just pulled this because I think Nipsey Hussle um really has a lot of respect on the West Coast. And I basically said on the 5 categories: impact, catalog, lyrics, flows, mic presence, and song making, who's the better MC? Game ran away with this thing, bro. It wasn't even close. And people, like, the thing about it is like, I did not know Game had a hive.
I'm gonna be honest to you. If you would have did Exhibit versus Dipsy, I bet you more people would pick Exhibit.
um, maybe because I think the thing is Nipsey passed too too quick. But listen to some of the comments on this, right?
To me, like
So
Nipsey highlights were more outside of music than the music. It just so happens that he made dope music. You know what
I
Nipsey
will put
Hussle
it to you
is?
like this.
Nipsey Hussle is a boosie that makes dope music.
I will take Victory Lap over every Game album outside of documentary. I'll stand on that. And if you want to do a track for track, Nipsey Hussle Victory Lap against any other Game album, we can do it.
The only reason I would agree with you is because All Eyes is on 1992. If it wasn't on there, no.
But I'm talking about Doctor's Advocate. I'm talking about all those LAX.
I would put Victory Lap over Doctor's Advocate. I wouldn't put it over Documentary. And see All Eyes. That's the only problem with 1992.
Yeah.
Like I would put 1992 over it, but All Eyes is on there.
But see, this is what I mean. Like, there was a guy that came up here. I'm trying to find this guy, man.
My favorite Game song, by the way, is "Grew Up on Wu Tang."
Yeah. This guy told me, I'm trying to find a comment here, that Game had 6 classics, though. 6.
And I can see somebody say that, even though that's crazy, because I mentioned Doctor's Advocate and the Documentary to me are his two true classics because that's the Game that everybody knows him as.
Yeah.
By the time it was the third album, that's when he started trying to go experimental, not lyrically, but musically. And he ended up Ali Vegasing himself. So if you're not a fan of what people consider the Ali Vegas effect, where you make it a specialty to rap like other people, you're not going to rate them as high.
And another one, and you're not gonna like this. Another guy told me Game is the best pure lyricist on the West Coast, bro.
Not over Razzcast.
He's saying it over Razkaz because he stood on that on his post. I can't
Not
even
over, not even over Planet Asia. What are we? Blue, Blue, Blue
he
got a
said
better
his
album.
he said Game is way better lyricism. Versatility is the most important in his catalog, is unmatched. Top 5. He says he's top 5 that are alive.
I'm gonna reply to that comment and say, bruh, Blue has a better album than Game this year.
You know something funny? Yo, I may go with, I haven't heard that Blue and Exile joint, but I gotta get to that. Yeah.
Blue and Exile is the West Coast. How should I say it? Because it's a dope collaboration. Like that's Blue at its best. It'll come to me and you know what it is? is the Common Kanye West of the West Coast. Blue and Exile. Below the Heavens, classic. And shout out to Lyric Jones. I know we ain't cool like that anymore like we used to be, but she was Short Bus affiliated. She actually did a song with Blue. So yeah. But no, Blue.
See, the thing about it is, and before we're gonna get to my album ranking. We're gonna talk about the album ranking of Game, but
Murs, you got Murs too.
You're I think. Let me ask you this question.
It's hard to put Game over these rappers I just mentioned, but go ahead.
Let me ask you this question. When you rank rappers, do you look at them more? Do you put the lyricism aspect above all the rest? Not to say that the other categories don't matter, but the lyricism of it overall. Because if we're talking pure lyricists, Ras Kass is maybe the greatest lyricist of the West Coast of all time. I think you could say that. Exhibit ain't too far behind him. I would put Kendrick Lamar in that circle if we're talking about the big three lyricists on the West Coast. But if we're just gonna go, tit for tat as far as overall West Coast impact, like the impactful records, the catalog, the accolades, the song making, the flows, the mic delivery and presence.
And then we talk about Snoop, Ice Cube, Dre. That's three right there.
Okay, stay there with that. First of all, Tupac is Tupac. He's got gods. Okay. Snoop, I got there. Cube, I got in there. I take out Dre because Dre is a producer that doesn't rap. He writes. He doesn't write any.
No. Dre is a producer that doesn't write his rhymes. He's the original Diddy, but he's a dope version of Diddy.
Yeah,
Dre is the original Diddy.
Here's the whole thing. I take Dre out of that because we're not doing the rapper producer thing. Now I know what you're gonna say. Oh, well, what about Kanye? Kanye wrote some of his rhymes. Kanye did write some of his shit. Especially College Dropout. Not all of his shit, but he did write some of his shit. Dre didn't write a word of any of his raps. Same with Diddy.
All right, we'll take out Dre then. So where we at? Tupac, Ice Cube, Snoop.
And then I would probably go Kendrick Lamar at this point.
It's hard to say him or Game when those other names exist. Because I didn't say DJ Quick. And DJ Quick writes a shit.
DJ Quick ain't. Well, he does have that classic he had. What is the one where we had the red hat on?
Safe and Sound.
Yeah.
And Quick is the name.
Kendrick's got bigger impact than Quick, though. He definitely does. Quick is up there, though.
You can make an argument that Kendrick is one of his sons, too.
Yeah, but see, the one of the sons argument is like, all right, well, if that's the point, then Rakim is better than Nas, hands down. You know what I mean? And Big Daddy Kane is better than Jay-Z.
I would agree if the music was debatable.
Yeah.
DJ Quick and Kendrick, the music is debatable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Jaz-O and Jay-Z, the music is nowhere debatable.
Well, how many classics? Like, all right, Kendrick legitimately has 3 classics. We're not talking debatable classic. No, he has legitimately Good Kid, Mad City to Pimp a Butterfly, damn classics.
Now, when we only speak about rappers for now. Like, so if I say Quick, I can only talk about the rapping, right? Not the music.
And now Quick may have one. He may have one that's legitimately like the one he is in the Raiders. He got a Raiders jacket on, like a red hat, something like that. All I remember is a Raiders jacket and a hat. I'm looking that shit up now with DJ Quick.
Are you talking about Way Too Funky?
Yeah, I think so.
But he got a consistent discography, bruh. Like, I would put DJ Quick's discography over Rick Ross if you want to keep it 100. Because I know a lot of people talk about Rick Ross's consistency, but I would put DJ Quick over Rick Ross.
I think it's either Quick as the Name or Safe and Sound.
Both of those albums are classic to me.
I gotta listen to the one or whatever. But see, I'd put Kendrick over him. But what about DJ Quick versus Game though?
That's the thing. It's the same. It's debatable.
And then we'll probably get into like there's the Nipsey Hussle. There's if we're talking about lyrics, like I think Solo on Ice is classic.
I think Game and Kendrick both surpassed Nipsey. It's just Nipsey, they may not have the respect of Nipsey, but as far as overall, they surpassed Nipsey.
Oh yeah, well Kendrick surpassed Nipsey. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Reese was on here, he'd be arguing tooth and nail for Nipsey, bro. He think Nipsey is hands down
better than Game.
Yes,
I want to speak to him about that. I like, bro. I'll name you some whack shit from Game that's better.
But I mean, to be fair with Nipsey, did you listen to his catalog? Did you listen to Crenshaw, Mailbox Money?
I got Crenshaw. I've heard like 3 of his projects before Victory Lap. Crenshaw to me is his best project.
He's like a West Coast, a catalog wise. He's like a West Coast Rick Ross.
See, I put Game and Rick Ross more together.
As from a catalog perspective?
Yeah.
All right, you know what? Let's bring that up.
That's why I said they both got 2 classics. But I can see some people saying they both got 4.
Let's bring that up. Hold on a minute. Let me check.
And it's interesting because Game dissed Rick Ross with Freeway Surprise. That song was hard as fuck. It was just a bad time to put it out. It was a bad time to put it out because of the Kendrick Drake stuff that was going on. And you want to talk about something that was overlooked? It was Game's diss to Rick Ross.
Yeah. Can you see that? Or is it too small for you?
No. I see it. All
right. So this is my I did this in 2020.
Okay.
Documentary is hands down classic. I'm not going to dispute that. But I do not see the appeal in Doctor's Advocate. That to me is kind of on the level of this one. I do remember he had some real crazy bars. He was rapping off beat on some of those songs.
You didn't like the Let's Ride song? You didn't like what you
I like that song. I like Let's Ride, but it was
Old
dope.
English.
Old English was whack to me.
Nigga, that shit
Old
hard.
English was whack.
Nigga, that's high tech. I ain't disrespecting high tech.
Old English, that hook was terrible. Oh my god, that hook was terrible. I'm gonna pull up. Wait, I want to pull up
English.
That's terrible, man.
No, Compton that will.i.am produced. That joint was you're bugging.
will.i.am is the most overrated hip hop producer of all time. He stinks.
Nigga.
He's a pop producer.
Nigga, he one of the few people.
So many
nigga,
like
you know what?
I'm never gonna forgive him. I'm never gonna forgive him because he ruined Hip Hop Is Dead for Nas. He had these. No, he's overrated, dude.
You didn't like Hip Hop Is Dead?
Hip Hop Is Dead was dope, but he had other beats on there that it didn't hit, man.
I'll take that over the streets. Nah, man, I don't know if I can get with that, bro. And will.i.am is like one of the few dudes that literally can make any type of beat and that could save a nigga's career. Like, to me, And I'm not a Nicki
All
Minaj
right, I'm
fan.
looking at Doctor's Advocate right now.
He may have produced Nicki Minaj's best song because he made the song listenable.
What are you talking about? That you talking about that terrible?
Check it out.
Terrible ass. That's ass. Get it out of here. Get that nonsense out of here, bro.
That's one of the few Nicki songs I like.
Terrible, bro. Terrible. I'm looking at Doctor's Advocate now.
Nah, and he redid.
Okay, One Blood, good. Compton, good. The Remedy, I like. Let's Ride, I like. Old English is terrible.
You wild, bro. And California Vacation.
Wouldn't Get Far is fire. Wouldn't Get Far is too much.
Around the World, Knots produced. No, it wasn't Knots. It was Mr. Porter. It sounded like a Knots beat. Nah, bro. I can't agree with you with this, bro. And Nas finished the album. Yeah.
Oh, that was the one. That was the one. Oh, Why You Hate the Game? Is Nas's verse still on there? I like that song, but I don't. I like that song, but I like the song Hustlers better. On Nas's joint. That was their hardest joint together. The Dr. Dre beat. I think it was California Vacation. I might have.
That's the song with Exhibit.
I haven't heard this song in so long, that album in very long, but nah, I'm not getting off of that. Doctor's Advocate is not all that. LAX, let me pull up that track list because all I remember is that album was all over the place. That album was like,
yeah, the Red album was better than LAX. I kind of don't remember LAX, but I just know I didn't listen to it too much. But the Red album was a good rebound, but that ain't no classic. Red album definitely ain't no classic. Jesus Peace is arguable. It's debatable.
Jesus Peace is a good album, yo. That's a good album. Red album I like because some of the features were better on there. Like I like the Tyler the Creator song was on there. That was Kendrick Lamar's first one.
I thought that was on the LAX album. That was on Jesus Peace.
Yeah. No, that was on Red album, the Tyler the Creator.
Oh, okay. The Red. All right. So I probably am mixing about.
Yeah, The City by Kendrick Lamar was on there.
That was on the Red album.
Martians and Goblins with Tyler the Creator and Lil Wayne. That was good.
Yeah,
Red Nation was on there. That was pretty good. I gotta remember here. Oh, Heavy Artillery with Game Rick Ross's Beanie Siegel. That was fire. That was one of Game's hardest records right there. Pot of Gold. This album was too long. The thing about Game albums is he does too much, man. If he scales these down, like you were saying on 1992, he deletes that one song. We're talking about a classic.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I can agree with that. And Documentary 2.5 was the deluxe version, but the first documentary was okay, and then Born to Rap was okay. That didn't have a lot of replay value to me, but yeah.
I actually never heard that album. That's the only Game album I haven't heard, Born to Rap.
And the one, like you said, the Drillmatic or whatever, I'd probably give that like a 6, probably 6.5, maybe. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So when you chalk it up, he's like a 7.5 out of 10, something like that.
3.5 mics.
About that. Yeah, it's solid. You know what I mean?
But you could give him a 4. That's why I want to hear this album again.
Which one?
You could give this album a 4. That's why I want to hear this album. That's mean 4 as in an 8. 4 mics. That's why I want to hear this album again.
It could be 7.5 to an 8. I could see that.
But yeah, if you say, because 3.5 mics is really 3.5. So you're saying it's definitely above a 3.5, but it hasn't reached that 4 mic yet, but it's clinging on to it or something like that. You know what I mean? That's 3.75.
It could be. It could be in that area. I gotta give it some more play. Like I said, I see it at maybe my
7.5.
It could be in my my honorable mentions this year. You know what I mean?
I can see that
Yeah.
because my number 10 right now is 38 Special, 8 Shots, but I got a feeling it's going to be replaced because I'm hearing some of these albums. I wouldn't put Game over that. I'm going to continue
it's not
listening
over
to Rome
it.
Streets because it may be over it. But
My
now
number
finding out
one,
Rhapsody is out, I need
my
to hear
number
it.
one is Rome Streets. My number 2 is Tierra Whack. My number 3 is Fall Off. Number 4 is who's number 4? I want to say off the top of my head, T.I. 5 8 Shots. I go with that. 6 Benny the Butcher and Fugo Bass. That joint, Ashes in the Safe. I like that joint too.
Correction. 38 Special is my number 9, but keep going.
Okay, Spiral Staircases is in there. This Ransom album, I don't know about this Ransom album.
Yeah, I still got some more stuff to hear.
I listened to it like 3 times. I'm iffy on the production. I'm getting to my review on Ransom.
Now, did you like that more or the DJ Premier Ransom album? Which one between these two?
This one.
So you put this one over even that over DJ Premier and Ransom. Okay.
And Roundtable Review, stay tuned for my Ransom review. That's coming up probably this weekend. I want to get this game stuff out of the way. The whole game, the saga of Game here.
But yeah, I did mention to you, it's kind of hard to say Game is higher than these other rappers I've done heard in my life. Like, am I really gonna put Game over Be Real?
What solo work does he have? Are we doing the solo work, group work?
I mean, he's Andre. He's Andre of the West Coast. So you gotta say Cypress Hill.
He's talking about Be Real is Andre 3000 or West Coast?
As far as never put out a strictly solo. Well, he probably did put out strictly, but see, they were always collaborative albums with someone. I don't know if he ever really put out a strictly solo album. It was always a collaboration album if it wasn't Cypress Hill. The last album he did was with.
I gotta understand something. I don't know how these group deals work because it's like with Andre 3000, you could use everything because he never put out a solo album and put him in the greatest of all time debate. But when it comes to Jadakiss, oh no, you better not put no Locks albums in there. It's solo only or else. You know what I mean? It's like people just love having these different rules. To me, I say put it all in there.
But no one says Jadakiss is that high as a rapper. They just say he don't have a classic album.
Yeah, well, I think when this is another topic for another day, we could definitely break down, have a Jadakiss, a whole show dedicated to that because I think his solo catalog is underrated because I think people over criticized his catalog because he doesn't have a classic, if that makes any sense.
I can say the same for Bun B because I never heard anyone said Bun B had a classic album, but UGK had a classic album.
But doesn't Bun B have 5 mics? He got a classic album, didn't he? I swore he got 5 mics.
I thought it was 4. What did he get 5 mics for? I thought it was 4. He only had 4.
I want to say it was Trilla. It was Trill B or something like that. It was in the 2000s. I swear he got 5 mics for something.
I'm about to look it up right now. Bun B got 5 mics for what? He did Trilogy.
Trilogy, that's the one. Yeah,
I never heard that album. I only heard Trill 1 and Trill 2.
Jay-Z was on that album. Jay-Z was on Trilogy. I could pull it up.
Wait a second. So he did another song with Jay-Z? Because Jay-Z was on the original Trill album. You got Trill, Then you got Trill 2. Then you got Trill OG, which is supposed to be Trill 3.
Jeezy, Drake.
I never heard that album.
Wait, which one was this? Trilogy in 2010. That was the one.
Yeah, Trill OG was basically Trill 3. He just called it Trill OG instead.
Oh, okay. No, Jay-Z was on Trill. That was the one I fuck with.
Trill 1. Yeah, that album was hard, but no one really calls that a classic album.
Back to Game. Back to Game and Game's catalog. Let's pull this up. I'll tell you who I think has a better catalog than him. From the 2000s. We'll just start with that. T.I. has a better catalog. I'll go. Jeezy has a better catalog.
Stop.
Ludacris, yes.
You said T.I. has a better music catalog than Game?
Yes.
I would say, I can't even say that.
Yes.
I don't know about T.I.
Absolutely. And he has, I will put his classics up. Yes. Especially in the 2000s, his run, yes. Jeezy definitely has a better catalog. I know you're not going to say that.
I can't say nothing to that.
Huh?
I can't say nothing to that. And it's crazy because T.I., okay. See, I want to say T.I. is a better rapper than Game, but then I think back, it's like, Game has made projects that T.I. can't make. Like the every movie needs a trailer. T.I. will never make that, just off that alone. But yeah, 1992. That's why I said.
All right. Let's do it this way. Let's do tiebreaker. T.I.'s Kill the King, Documentary 3. Who got the better album this year?
On first listen, I said Kill the King. But the more I listen to that album, the more I skip the middle. That's why I want to hear this album again.
All right.
I will tell you this. I can't say Kill the King was better than Iceman. But for what I heard from Documentary 3, clearly. That's why I want to hear this.
I'd take that more. Iceman. Now, if I'm going to say Ross, Ross has the better catalog than Game. I would say
I hear the Ross album that came out this year.
I would say, well, I'll put it to you like this. This Game album, it smokes the Ross album.
It smokes the Ross album.
All that.
Okay.
Ross definitely has a better catalog than Game. I think Styles has a better catalog than Game.
You know
the Jadakiss thing you're going to debate.
You know
but
why.
I'm listening to Jada's catalog before Game. If it's personal or not, yes, I am. I'm going there. Who else? I'm not doing well. No, we're not going that route. Lupe Fiasco, better catalog than Game. Kanye, definitely better catalog than Game. So it's like when you really look at it against his 2000s counterparts, what are we really looking at here? You know what I mean? Well, here's something interesting. If you really want to be technical, Game probably has a better overall catalog than Snoop, because Snoop has put out so many bullshit albums over the years.
However, Paid the Cost to Be the Boss is better than any Game album.
Man, you just throw Doggy Style up there and it's a Game time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, see, the thing with Snoop is like he may have 4 classics.
Snoop? Nah,
keep in mind, you got the No Limit era. The Last Meal was clearly the best No Limit album from there. So that's 1. Doggy Style 2.
I can't go classic.
Paid the Cost to Be the Boss 3. Now, if you a female, you may say R&G, but I wouldn't say that because I'm a nigga.
Rhythm and Gangsta may be his second best, second or third best or whatever. Dogfather's garbage. You know what's tight? It's a compilation, but the Murder Was a Case soundtrack, that's classic to me. That's almost a borderline. It's not on the level, but it's almost like a borderline Chronic in my book. I love that album. I played that album. I had that CD. I broke it. I got the CD again. I still think I have it at my parents' house.
I think I only heard that album like twice, but it was cool. It was dope. Too bad you can't count Dog Food.
Oh,
Dog Food was a.
Oh, I totally forgot. Corrupt or Game.
I'm gonna tell you why Game.
Yeah.
Because Corrupt makes better features.
Yeah.
That is better than Game's music. But the albums, not close.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, who else?
Now if they both rapped on a track together, don't be surprised if Corrupt ends up with a better verse.
All right, I'll put it to you like this. I think Game has a better catalog than Fabulous.
Oh yeah.
I say that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But wait. Let me rewind.
Oh, yeah.
If we're gonna add in the mixtapes though.
Oh yeah.
But if we're gonna add in the mixtapes and we put the soul tapes in there, that's a little bit of a problem for Game.
But see, the thing is,
yeah,
you have to say the soul tapes for Fab.
Yeah.
To make a debate.
Yeah.
If soul tapes never existed, it's a wash.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But and then and Game, he's taking out Jim Jones. He's talking about. All right, I'll say Game. He's better than Cameron.
This is tricky.
Cameron's another overrated guy.
I was about to say
on how overrated Dipset is.
But see, it ain't Cameron that's overrated. It's Dipset that's overrated.
Yeah.
Sometimes Game reminds me of Cameron.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So that's tricky. You would think the answer is Game, but not necessarily.
Yeah.
That's tricky. But yeah, it's not Cam that's overrated. It's Dipset that's overrated.
And I'll put it to you like this. I won't be so surprised. A more consistent catalog, maybe Lloyd Banks. And that's his G-Unit counterpart.
Lloyd Banks is a better lyricist. But album-wise, I agree.
Lloyd Banks is a better lyricist than Game.
But I will tell you this.
Yeah.
Hip hop wise, I think Lloyd Banks is making better music right now than Game.
Yeah.
It may not be more successful, but right now Lloyd Banks is making better music than Game.
Oh yeah. But now that you've seen we having this conversation, you see what I mean about Game's catalog. That it's dressed up, bro. It's not what these guys in the group were telling me with this.
So you know what it is? He's consistent as far as he's consistent when it comes to attention, popularity, and production. Where he's inconsistent is if it's good or bad. It goes up and down.
Yeah, it's not all that. It's like, like you say, he's like a 3.5 mic rapper in the end of the day. I think it gives you a lot of smoke and mirrors because he's always dissing somebody and then crying about how they not calling him or they won't go on tour with him, like 50 won't call him back for a tour or whatever.
Here's a perfect example.
Yeah.
It's like Game is reverse Cameron, because Cameron as a rapper is 4 mics, but the music pushes you more towards 3.5. Whereas Game is a 3.5 type of rapper, but the music kind of push you towards 4. But it could go back and forth like
I wouldn't even say it's 4. It's 3.5. Man, this dude, he Game.
Really? See, he has a. I mean, how many whack albums have Game put out? And I mean whack albums.
I'll tell you right now.
Now I was disappointed with Trillmatic, but I wouldn't necessarily say it was a whack album. It was just not good for Game.
Oh boy.
Now, if you want to say LAX is not a good album, I can understand that because honestly, I forgot that album.
I'll just work in reverse order. From what he put out.
You know what?
Okay, the mixtapes he put out this year were dope. I'll give you that. Drillmatic wasn't good to me. That was like a 6. Born to Rap was mid. 1992 was fire. Streets of Compton. I don't know what that was.
I remember that neither. Was that an album or a mixtape?
It might have been a mixtape. I don't even know if I heard that one. Documentary 2.5 was Documentary 2.5 was
that was a double CD, if I'm not mistaken. One CD was good.
Documentary 2 was mid. Year of the Wolf in 2014 was garbage. That was like a 4.
So you would say that might be his
probably his
worst album, Year of the Wolf?
Yeah. What else was there? Jesus Piece was dope. I could dig Jesus Piece. I thought that came out in 2012 though. 2011. Oh, Jesus Piece was dope. Red Album was mid. LAX was mid. Doctor's Advocate to me was mid to good, 3.5, and Documentary was classic.
I really like that's great.
Doctor's Advocate, you're not going to get me over on that side, man. You just not. You're not.
I feel you, bro.
I will stand on that hill track for track. I will break down
for you.
I will break down the bars for you as to why the song.
I got something for you. Doctor's Advocate or Jealous One's Envy? I want to hear your answer to this.
For Jealous One's Envy, easily. You're talking about still Jealous One's Envy or Jealous One's Envy from 1996?
I spoke too soon. You got a point.
Yeah.
But then again, he fucked up some of those beats though.
Game kind of has like a Fat Joe type catalog though. That's fine. He got the one classic that stands out, and the rest is like.
Are we saying Game is the West Coast Fat? No, we can't say Game's the West Coast Fat Joe because Game can really rap when he wants to.
He's higher up on the West Coast list than Fat Joe is on the East Coast list, and he's a better lyricist than Fat Joe.
But as far as just making music, I got where you were going. Mm-hmm. But see, Just One's Envy is tricky. You would think that would be an all-time classic, but that's another topic. Maybe DITC is the cheat code. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
DITC is the cheat code. All right.
Yeah, but
yeah, overall, this Game album, you give it a 7.5.
7.5 out of 10. I'm gonna ride with. We'll see. Probably, maybe in my honorable mentions this year. But y'all tell us in the comments, what do y'all think about the Game's album, and where does Game rank all time? Where does he rank on your West Coast list? Hell, where does he rank on your all-time list? I mean, I saw a Game Hive in Hip Hop Roundtable Presents the review off of this one post. So y'all tell me, you know what I mean? Game, where do you got him ranking all-time West Coast and on this list? But anyway,
yeah, peace everybody. I dare one of you young people to tell me that Game has a better album than At the Speed of Light or 40 Days or 40 Nights.
Yes, do that.
Or Soul on Ice or Rat Assassination or Quickest in Name or Rhythmlism or Safe and Sound, bruh. I will cash app you $5 if you can convince me this game album is better than this Rashcast album.
Definitely do that. Sold on Ice versus Documentary, they both classics.
Sold on Ice 2 is better than Documentary.
Wow.
Yes.
Is that the one he's like in a yellow, like a yellow jacket?
That's Assassination. Sold on Ice 2 came out in the 2010s.
Okay, all right. Yeah, but Solo on Ice, I'll definitely give you that. But yeah, y'all. We will be back with some new content this weekend. I'm gonna get to some of these reviews. Yes, we will get to the Ransom album, but you tell us what you think about the Game album, and also where does Game rank all time. And with that, y'all have a good night. We'll catch up with y'all on the next pod, and
Peace,
y'all
everybody.
Enjoy yourselves. All right, peace.
And I ain't gonna pay you, by the way, even if you prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Peace, everybody.
Peace, everybody.